let's get all this on the record.
Yeah, so, you eat a bunch of candy and you think about Willy Wonka, but then you think about Johnny Depp and you come up with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And then you say, welcome back to the
Backseat Critics. My name is Andrew.
No.
And today is a sunny, glorious day.
It is. In the great Northwest.
The Pacific Northwest.
The Pacific Northwest.
The specific Pacific Northwest.
Oh, okay. Not Pacific, with would make it better if I had a bunch of chocolate. Like if this couch was made out of chocolate.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, why?
I don't want chocolate on my pants.
I feel like Willy Wonka has the power though to make it to where it doesn't melt. Maybe. Oh no, never mind. We saw in the movie that it does melt.
Yeah, I was going to say it specifically melts.
Damn.
He's got a waterfall made out of chocolate. You know?
Yeah, you'd probably make it so it could fly and it's made out of chocolate. That'd be kind of cool. Or it can go down like a river.
Yeah.
Or it could. I don't know. Willy Wonka's he's a crazy magician.
But if you did not get the gist, we're talking about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory from 2005, directed by Tim Burton.
Timmy B.
My guy, Timmy B. Starring Johnny Depp, Freddie Highmore, Helen Bonham Carter, and others.
And Christopher Lee.
That's
probably the next biggest actor.
James Fox might be worth mentioning.
Pass. The dad's somebody. The dad's been in a few things, I feel like. And then who plays Charlie's mom in this movie? She's been in a lot of Tim Burton stuff, I feel like.
That's Helen Bonham Carter.
Okay, Helen Bonham Carter.
Helena Bonham Carter. She's in a lot. She's in almost every single
Tim Burton movie.
Yeah.
And Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Isn't she?
She's
Bellatrix?
Yeah. Beatrix, Horcrux or whatever.
Yeah.
She's
a bad guy.
She is a bad guy.
She's Avada Kedavra. See, I'm
not saying that on there. I am definitely not saying that on there.
Oh, why not?
But what I will say is...
Do you think a certain somebody said that to a certain other somebody when they're in a movie together? I'm just saying.
What I'm just saying is, give me some skin, soul brother.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, we saw that in this movie where he just lays it down. Johnny Depp.
I'll tell you what. We'll start with a 1 minute summary. Let's dive into this movie.
So you got the 1 minute summary. Go.
All right. Charlie's poor.
That's the main point. He is poor. Okay, continue. 1 minute summary.
Charlie's poor. He lives in a shack that is a shed.
Wow.
But he lives in the attic of the shed. He gets invited to a chocolate factory. He gets a tour of the chocolate factory. He gets determined. He's determined to be the heir because he's not selfish and blah, blah, blah. And he turns it down and he's like, no, I don't want to because family. And then
family.
And then Willy Wonka's like, oh, family.
Family.
But maybe family's cool. And then Charlie's like, yeah, family's cool. And he's like, oh, yeah, why don't you live in my factory? And then Charlie's like, yeah, I'll live in your factory. And they live in the factory.
That's what we're going to go with for Willy Wonka summary.
And in between all of that, there's a lot of candy-esque murder.
We don't even mention the other kids in this that didn't get murdered. He knew things weren't working, blah, blah, blah.
They were murdered.
They weren't murdered. Did we see them walking out at the end of the movie?
Murdered.
No. Who's walking out?
Clones.
Oh my gosh. Not like that.
They're chocolate clones.
Oh yeah, he's developed a human source.
Did you see the technology? Did you see the technology he's got working in here? I am peeking right now. I can hear myself clipping.
Okay, then why do you keep on yelling?
Because I am passionate about this.
The window's open here.
I don't care if the window's open.
I do. I got another 2 weeks. can't have that here.
All right, but. We saw the technology.
Saw the technology.
He's got clones.
No, he doesn't.
He's got chocolate clones.
No, they melted.
Do you see Annihilation and how the little meteorite develops kind of clones of the humans in that. Willy Wonka is a human version of that meteorite.
No. Willy Wonka is Willy Wonka. Meets Willy Wonka. And Wonka. The Wonka Factory. Look it up. It's legit. I've seen it.
I love you, but no one else loves you.
I love myself. Does that count?
That's actually super wholesome.
Love yourself.
All right. So let's talk about this movie.
Okay.
Favorite death.
Oh, favorite death. I was actually kind of wondering how I would go out, because I know I'm not going to make it through the factory myself.
That's actually a great question. Yeah. How do you think you would go out?
I'm trying to think of that right now as I'm speaking. You know what? I think I would go out probably in that first scene. Where
the big kind of landscape scene?
Landscape scene. I would choke on like a lollipop or a pixie stick, something along those lines. But I would choke on probably a piece of candy. I don't think I would. You know what? No. You know what? I would die by giving myself the beatus.
Diabetes.
And that's probably what would happen to me in that.
Don't onset diabetes.
How would you die?
So,
do you think they have insulin shots inside the factory, by the way?
No.
I think they need some.
I think so.
I'm in that factory. I know I can't. I couldn't. Yes, I'm getting it.
So I'm not dying in that opening scene. I don't want to mess up the scenery. But I'm definitely chewing on that dragon boat. And that's how I'm going out.
You chewing a hole through it?
I'm chewing a hole through that dragon boat. That dragon boat looks as...
And is it going to run you over then? Or is it...
I'm not sure. I think I'm just getting left behind. Man overboard situation. I'm chewing a hole and falling through.
So during that scene...
It looks like a giant Jolly Rancher / gummy bear, and I kind of want to shoot a hole through.
So
it.
If it wasn't gummy, if it's Jolly Rancher-esque,
how many times have
do you think there's crab bars? Crap bars.
Crap bars. Do you think there's alternative ways to get through the factory
besides taking that dragon boat?
Yeah, he alludes to the elevator.
Yeah, I think that the elevator can get you to wherever you need to go in the factory. I think that's part of somewhere in there. But I mean, obviously, you're not going to cram all those people in the beginning inside that elevator.
No, but obviously, the dumplings know how to.
The dumplings.
The dumplings.
That's what they are. Dumplings.
Yeah,
not the Oompa Loompas. They're called dumplings.
They're called dumplings.
Okay.
They know how to navigate that maze.
The factory? Of course.
On the boat.
Yeah, they actually
on the boat,
have...
but they also know how to navigate the factory. How are they getting from place A to place B?
They have tunnels. Like in Disney World, there's tunnels.
Are they Oompa Loompa sized tunnels, or are they tunnels that...
No, they've created them.
That Willy Wonka could
They
fit
dug
through
them out and have created Oompa Loompa sized tunnels. That's where they escape Willy at the end of the day. Is through the tunnels.
Mm.
So, yes, there's tunnels.
Okay.
I mean, do you not think there's tunnels? There's got to be something.
There's definitely tunnels.
100%.
There's doors everywhere.
Yes.
There's doors everywhere.
Do you think it's one of those things where you open the door, it's not the right place, you shut it and you open it up and it's the right place?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, it's like The Shining with the Wolfman.
Yeah. Or it's like Monsters, Inc. doors.
Also.
Yeah, kind of.
Also, yeah. Yeah.
But I think tunnels. Tunnels are the answers here that we are looking for.
Okay. Would you live in Charlie's factory?
Willie's factory? This is Willie's factory. I guess it's Charlie's at the end.
Right.
Do you have to live with Charlie's family?
Yes.
I would, because they could have one part of the factory, and that factory's huge.
Where would you put them in the factory?
No, they've already established their roots. We saw that they're in the landscape.
I'm going to be honest. I'm booting them.
You're booting them from the landscape.
I'm booting them from the landscape. I want that landscape.
Why?
Because I want the landscape. It was kind of nice, peaceful. You got some grassy
eviction
hills.
Notice and saying you got to move.
I'm just moving them. I'm moving the... Okay. They ruined the little landscape place with the little powder coating.
Yeah.
I'm I'm moving them to the shrinking room with the TV. I'm never going there.
Why aren't you going there? What if you want to watch some TV? That one Oompa Loompa was just chilling watching TV.
You know what? No, you're right. I'm moving them to the nut room.
Why aren't you going in there? What if
Okay,
you hear me out.
Out of all the rooms that we saw, that is the least likely one I would go in just to visit.
False.
Okay, no. 100%. I would go to the landscape room. That's where I'm chilling out. That's where I'm doing some drawings.
Yes.
I'm getting some drinks down.
Wouldn't you move them in like
rolling
the
on some
cow whipping room?
No.
But in the nut room.
In the nut room, yeah.
I think
I'm not a monster. I'm not moving them to the cow whipping room.
I have a better utilization of the nut room.
Utilization
of the nut room. It is going to be if somebody comes and I need to utilize this nut room and I don't trust this person, I'm gonna have those squirrels. They can tell if you're a bad nut or a good nut. So I am going to show them the nut room if I'm unsure about you. I'm going to see if you're a good person or a bad person. If you're a bad person, you go down the garbage chute. So, yes, I'm still going to use that room.
Yeah.
For you, you take a date, you're going to figure out are you a good nut or a bad nut. You take them and figure out who they're. Boom. Safe.
Yeah, what's a better date than like, hey, let's hey, I want to take you to my nut room.
My chocolate factory. Oh yeah, by the way,
I'm going to take you to my nut room in my chocolate factory.
No. You don't tell them.
No.
You don't need to,
shut up.
You don't need to tell them.
Hear me out.
You said shut up.
I did.
I'm so insulted.
I don't care.
You could have said it kindly.
Shut up, please.
No.
So
that's even worse. Insulted.
I've got a hot date.
Mm-hmm. Taking her to the room with the squirrels.
Yeah. And the squirrels decide, is she a good nut or is she a bad nut? What is a better date than that? That's a horrible date.
Okay, so you're playing this out wrong. So first you can be like, hey, I have this chocolate factory. Let me give you a tour of my chocolate factory. So you went through a tour of it.
Super rapey.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's like a personal date.
Listen, if you were
Is it a personal date?
If you were Willy Wonka.
Is it a no. Is it a one-on-one date?
If you were Willy Wonka and you have the Willy Wonka status.
Like, hey, you want to go on a date with me of my factory where I've almost murdered children?
If you are a Willy Wonka stature, you were that's probably a safe place.
So do you
it's
think
a great pickup line at that point?
Okay. So in your brain,
yes,
Jeff Bezos
take a factory of Amazon. I guarantee you, he does that.
He's like, hey, I know there's a tornado coming, but my factory's still up and running. We're going to go check it out for a date.
Where's the tornado in this? That I
got a nut room.
This doesn't make sense compared to what I've been doing. No, you just say, hey, my name is Willy, Mr. Wonka.
My name is Willy. I want to check out my nut room.
I got this factory, this chocolate factory. How about let me give you a tour. Boom, taking a tour, and you go, hey. And this is the place where we find out all the good nuts to put in the chocolate. And you just accidentally give a little
push her up.
oh no, I can't help you. What's gonna happen?
What in the Jeffrey Epstein are you doing? You Bill Cosby monster?
No, I'm gonna see
what? Okay, no. What happened to a dinner?
Well, we can have a romantic boat ride on the Jolly Rancher boat
to the nut room,
and we can have maybe some food on there.
Where you accidentally kind of murder her and potentially throw her into the incinerator.
I gotta figure out if this is a good nut or a bad nut.
How many women do you have in the incinerator?
No,
because I have thousands.
It's not working. It's just garbage down there. So we will make sure it's not working for the night. I'll let my Oompa Loompa homies know. Don't turn that thing on tonight. And when she goes down, then she's bad. She's gonna hit the garbage and she's gonna be, oh no, RJ, I can't get out. And then I'm gonna be like, oh, sorry, you've been deemed by some squirrels that you should not be in my palace. Goodbye. Wait, what's wrong with this?
Everything.
I don't see what's the problem.
Like some random squirrels decided you were up to snub, so out you go. I ain't dating you.
They've been trained. They've been medically trained to figure out if people are
They've
good or
been
bad.
medically trained. Are they doctors? Are they surgeons?
Yes, but nuts. They surgically remove
Nuts?
the shell around the nut.
They're medically trained to remove nutshells.
Yeah, I've seen it. I saw it in the movie. I know what I saw with my own two eyes. I've watched. What's her name? Veruca? Is that her name? Veruca?
I know you're drunk, but like,
okay, that's gotta get cut too. And no, I am not. But Veruca.
I like no. But seriously, like, I know you're drunk. I'm super sober. Like,
That's all getting cut too. But Veruca. Yeah, no, she was a bad nut. Whoop, down the hole. Squirrels knew.
we've all had bad nuts.
In our lives, yeah, you've all had a bad person at some point in your life. But if you had some squirrels, I could have forewarned you about this. Wouldn't safe.
But what if
I'm hearing, listening.
Charlie's family was a bad nut?
Oh, that's the
The
thing.
grandparents had something going on. They're all sleeping in the same bed. Where are the parents sleeping?
Well, see, this is where I
Are the
would.
parents sharing the same bed with the grandparents? Because that's kind of weird.
This is where I would have got them tested out by my squirrels. I know what I'm doing. Trust the squirrel.
Is Charlie actually Helena Bonham Carter and the dad's kid?
Yeah, I think so.
Because those grandparents be swinging.
That'd be such an awkward situation to walk into. I mean, do you think
You
that
walk into someone's like kitchen and then like all of like both sides of the family, the grandparents are just sleeping in the same bed.
well, I mean, I get it. Like when somebody's like on hospice.
You get it?
Well, I get like if somebody's like on hospice or something, they're like they're in a bed in the living room, right?
Okay.
That makes sense.
That's
right?
fair. Okay.
But 4 people in the same bed.
That's what I'm saying. You walk into a house. You walk into a house and like there's 4 family members all in the same bed, just chilling there, reading them some magazine, like
People magazine,
Jugs.
Sports Illustrated. Just. But where do we land on the Grandpa Joe? The age-old argument of Grandpa Joe.
I don't think he's a villain.
You don't think so? My man stays in bed, forcing the other family to eat and work and do everything for him. And when it comes to going to a chocolate factory, this man just hops right up. I can walk again. And he's not a villain.
Because he's not a villain. Because what mischievous things did he do? What mischievous things did he do that led to the detriment of our protagonist, Charlie? Nothing.
Yes.
No, yes, what?
No, so
Make up your mind. I have to pee.
So you gotta pause.
No.
So my man's
Pee right here.
please don't. Mr. Joe, what it is that Mr. Joe could have been making money for that family, making dollar bills
Dollar bills.
to help them get out of the predicament that they were in. But when it comes to a factory, he's ready to step
Guy
right up.
worked a line in a chocolate factory. How much dough do you think he's bringing in?
Listen, any dough is better.
Hello, Bottom Carter could have been working a job.
Listen,
Any of the other grandparents could have been working a job.
Exactly.
What specifically makes Joe the bad guy?
because he's the one that hopped up out of bed. The other 3 established.
Because he worked for Charlie. He's got history.
with Charlie.
He's got history there.
with Charlie.
With Charlie.
No.
Well, he's got history with Willy Wonka.
That's what I wonder. But no, he just hops right up.
Okay.
My guy's a bad guy.
If you got a tour of Wells Fargo,
Yeah.
you bringing Jamie along, or you bringing me?
Right, I need a tour of Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
Why would I want a tour of Wells Fargo?
They got candy. They're making chocolates.
Wells Fargo Chocolate Factory. That makes sense why money's going down so quickly. It's because you're making chocolate coins.
Exactly, yeah.
Chocolate dollar bills. Sneaky farts.
I know.
Like that fart that you
The
think
CEO is Chocolate Charlie.
Yeah. No. I am not taking, I am declining that invitation.
But if you were to go, if your ultimate goal in life was to go,
I think I would rather lay on the couch and rethink about my life choices. If my ultimate goal in life is to take a tour of Wells Fargo, a bank, I think that's the better choice for me at that point.
Okay, I got you. I've laid out the snap, snare, and trap. We're gonna call it snap.
The snap, okay.
You're going to a chocolate factory.
Okay.
But you can only bring male friends that you've known for at least 28 years.
Not 31, just 28.
At least 28.
Okay.
Who you bringing? I really, really hate that you're thinking this hard.
Why is that?
It's so insulting.
I just want to prove a point, trying to think if I can't think of somebody else. But if I got
so insulting.
if I got invited to a chocolate factory, I mean, and I can only bring a male friend, I'd probably invite you. Yes.
So this got weird. Like, you can invite a chocolate factory, like, I can only invite male friends.
I don't know why that's the case, but Jamie's about to walk in, by the way. I saw her roll up.
Who's your favorite kid?
My favorite kid?
Outside of Charlie.
I like Augustus.
Who's that?
Augustus Gloop?
Oh, is he the gamer?
No, he's the guy that he's the German.
Oh.
Dives into the chocolate pool. I like Augustus just because he's like chocolate. I think I'd be
even at the gates he's eating chocolate.
I'd be that same kid. I know it already. Boom. Let's go. I am living my best life. He's living his best life inside that factory.
Yeah.
100%. He's like, chocolate.
I think even up until that like kind of nature room, he's eating chocolate, and then when he realizes everything in there.
I can hear you guys from 2 doors down.
You're 2 doors down.
We can hear you now. So anyways, what I was saying was Jamie's a bitch.
But I'd be Augustus. How about you?
I forget their names, to be honest.
Okay, so what? Are you Mike TV?
The TV kid?
Yeah.
No.
Are you
No, I'm the gum chewing girl.
You're the gum chewing girl.
Yeah.
Is he blowing up like a blueberry?
I'm blowing up like a blueberry.
Andrew the blueberry.
I'm into that.
Blueberry Andrew.
Blueberry Andrew.
Blueberry Andrew.
Yeah. You could tell how much of a bad nut I am by the way.
That seems kind of wild, like to see that her face goes into like a CGI form.
Oh. I don't know why you're showing me that now.
No. But the to see her face go into like CGI.
Yeah.
When it blows up. And just the whole
CGI in this data like garbage.
Yeah, like the chocolate being made in the beginning is kind of garbage. The squirrels
blueberry,
a little bit. There's a couple of squirrels
are really weird.
Now, I heard a rumor that in part of this, some of those squirrels are real. What do you think?
I would believe it.
That some of them are real?
Yeah. Like not many, but like a few.
I could tell that. To me, it looks like some of them are real, or they just had really good CGI.
Yeah, add some motion blur. A lot of stuff looks really good. CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I could believe a few. Oh.
Some of the effects of that movie though was pretty Pretty meh.
Yeah, of course we've got the like roller coaster scene where they're riding down the dragon boat.
Yep. That was okay.
It was okay.
Could have been better.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty typical from every kids movie from like 1985 to like 2005.
Yeah, give or take.
Like there's always some scene where they do some slip and slide.
Some sort of boat ride or
Boat ride. Like the Goonies had the little slip and slide, like water slide thing. I just feel like that was like a mainstay.
okay.
Spy Kids had the trash chute or something like that?
It's been a while since I've seen Spy Kids. I need to watch that again.
Yeah, future episode.
Yep.
For sure.
I need to go into
All three.
All three. There's more than that now. There's like 5 or 6.
We're just doing the first 3.
Just stop in there. Let's not touch the 4, 5, and 6.
We're also do Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is George Lopez a bad guy in that one?
Yeah. He's got the big head.
No.
He's got the big head. What are your
No, so Willie in this movie. Willie likes to think about like it's kind of fun because you can see the similarities between this and the Gene Wilder one, in the sense that he's like, "Oh no, stop! Don't do that."
Yeah.
Things like that, where you're just like, "Yeah, Willie knows this kid's going down," or he knew how this kid. Even Charlie just questions it, like, "How do they know to sing a song about Augustus?" Improv.
Yeah.
He knew Augustus was going to fall there. He knew that each kid was going to fall at some point.
So, do you feel like he pre-planned who was going to get the golden ticket, and how did he pre-plan that? Like, how could you?
I think they allude to that more inside of the original one.
I feel like the original one did a better job with that.
Didn't Charlie find the ticket in the original one, like in the sewer drain or something, though?
Something like that. Yeah, it was like Left Behind.
Like
Like something dropped.
yeah.
Yeah. This one was like he went to the candy store and like bought it.
And you got it, yeah. Which I like I like the fact that he finds it in the sewer drain, personally. I can't remember how it goes by the book. I wonder if they would ever make a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by the book.
What?
If they'd make a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by the book, like actually kind of make it as close to the book as they can. That'd be kind of fun.
That'd be kind of fun. Minus the racism bits.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'd be fun. Yeah. Very kind of Dr. Seuss-esque.
Why hasn't, you know what? Don't say that, because now Illumination's going to come out and try to make a
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
an animated version of it.
All right. So who does it? What director would you want to do Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Which director?
Yeah.
I think Tim Burton was the right choice, but I think Tim Burton failed to my expectations in this movie for what Tim Burton has done in the past. Personally, I think Tim Burton can do and has done better.
100%.
And I'd expect more creepiness. I'd expect more of that dark vibe that he gets. And there's none of that in this.
I feel like the studio stepped in because I 100% agree that Tim Burton was the right choice here. I get the sense that the studio stepped in a lot.
Yeah, no, it's lighted up. Like you can tell it's a stage set, lighted up.
It's very staged. A lot of CG.
A lot of CG.
Didn't age terribly well at all.
It's a move.
Like there's nothing that's like dicey. It's just like the CG looks like garbage.
Yeah.
Some of the props and costumes and stuff like look good, but like feel like they're held back a little bit.
I think the sets are held back the most.
It's like the nature scene is cool, but I felt like it could have been more. I feel like if Tim Burton like had his way, I feel like it would have been way more.
There was a lot missing.
Yeah.
Like there's always like each set, it felt like something was missing.
Like that nut room, I feel like could have had like a whole other layer to it.
Do you think that their budget was lower than what they were expecting, and so they couldn't add more to that set?
No, I just think the studio stepped in
and said no.
No, and I think they just had their eyes on some safe commercial release, focusing on just kind of modern remake and capitalizing off of a kind of a wise old tale.
I think around this time, if I remember right, there was a rumor of a Marilyn Manson Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Which was going to be more horror-esque. I think this one was supposed to be a little bit more horror-esque too.
I could see like a thriller kind of aspect to it. Maybe not horror, but like thriller for sure. That kind of like 10 Cloverfield Lane, like is this guy or is this guy not like a psycho? Which this does slightly touch on, but like doesn't really like own to.
Yeah.
And the movie doesn't own to a lot, which just feels like studio stepping in. Because I feel like, was it shortly after this, Tim Burton did Sweeney Todd.
And that's what I would expect for the scenery. Like that city is what I would expect for the city of which Charlie lives in.
Exactly. And I feel like maybe he took this on with studio stepping in with like, hey, let me do this, but like, let me also do the story Sweeney Todd and you guys do not get a hand in it.
So just kind of a handshake deal. I could see that. Which kind of sucks because I would rather have that.
I'd rather have this full on with Tim Burton's kind of like aesthetic and choices than I would Sweeney Todd. Like I'm not a huge Sweeney Todd fan. I think the sets and the costumes and the props are fantastic in Sweeney Todd. I think the blood and gore is fantastic in it. I just don't really care for the story.
I get that.
I feel like this would have done better if Tim Burton had more of a free hand in it. If that's the sense I'm getting. If this is his free hand, then this is crap.
I don't think this was his free hand. It can't be. It can't. Based
I
off his
absolutely refuse
previous
to believe
work,
that. Yeah,
his previous work, like this cannot be his. No, it can't be. All right, what's your final thoughts on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
So I did not like this movie for a long time. I think it's fun. Now, rewatching, I've not watched it, I think, since it came out. You brought up that we apparently saw it like 10 years ago.
Yeah, we saw it about 9 years ago.
I don't really remember that, to be honest. But like going back and rewatching this, like I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I do wish it was a bit more. Yeah. It makes me want to see the original more. But I'm gonna give it. We're not doing 7. I'm gonna give it 5.5, 6 out of 10. You're pretty safe to show kids this. I would say maybe youngest
6, 7.
Yeah. Feel it out. I think 7. You're pretty safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wish that they just took more of a stylistic choice with the storytelling and kind of the sets and stuff like that than they did. A lot of it hits like a bad comedy where it's jokes for jokes. There's the scene of him like running away from his father, and it's insinuated that he's like traveling the world, but then it's just revealed to be him showing like walking through a hallway of like flags of the world or something. And they're like, oh, we're closing in an hour.
That's a good kid joke.
Yeah, and it's like that's like a low bar as far as a joke goes.
It is a low bar kid joke,
and that just comes across as something like don't get mad, but like a bad Will Ferrell movie where they just where it's just like it's joke after joke after joke after joke, and they don't let things kind of breathe.
I think the Bad Will Ferrell joke would have punched better though.
I agree. But it's like it had that kind of energy where it's just like joke after joke after joke after joke, rather than just like letting things breathe, letting things have room so that when the jokes hit, they hit harder. It's like we're taking these kind of low punches rather than the punching up. So that's my opinion. 5.5.
So I would give it a 5 for me personally. I think it's okay. It has time or place to where you can actually watch it. I would say, once again, I'd agree with you. Like a 6 to 7 years old would be a safe time period to watch it.
Yeah.
I think that Tim Burton did under-deliver in this movie and could have delivered better, personally. So I think that he failed there for us. Johnny Depp, I think, was another failure in this movie. I think he under-delivered. And I think, honestly, if we're going to go with how Johnny Depp was acting in this movie, I would have rather seen Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he did give kind of a Michael Jackson vibe. Let's circle back just really quick here.
Yeah.
Replace one actor in here.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson's your go-to.
Johnny Depp. I mean, if we're going to go with, to kind of keep it the same, Michael Jackson.
I'm going to kind of pivot differently here.
Okay.
Bill Murray.
That'd be nice too. That'd be good.
I think it'd give us kind of a different type of this chat.
I think the scenes where the kids are,
disattachment,
to stay like stop or
unattachment to the kid. I don't know what the word is right now.
Where the kids are about to die and he's trying to say stop.
Yeah, it was like stop. No, don't do it. Like it would give it like a different kind of energy.
I think he could deliver it perfectly.
Yeah,
for that. So that's a good choice.
So this is kind of my different pick there. So, anyways, if you like us, you found us. So, if you want more of this, you hit follow, hit subscribe. Listen to our other episodes. We've got tons of other episodes. One I would recommend. I'm actually really proud of our Alf episode. That's one of our favorite movies that we've reviewed.
No, right on. Alf, best movie ever.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
We out.